Welcome back. So I got my stands done, and now I put the plate up on top. This is 3/8 plate I'm going to use to make my embeds for the concrete pillars. So the piece is 21. It's almost 21 and a half. So divide that by 2, I get 10 and 3/4. And as you can see, I drew a line on the 10 and 3/4 all the way down the center of the plate. But there's no way I'm going to be able to make that cut. So what I'm going to do is I decided that the center embeds where two cans butt up against each other are going to be 10 by 14. And I come to that conclusion as the corners on the can are 7 inches by 6 3/8. So if you put two cans together, you'll have 12 and almost 3/4 a dimension. So if you make them 10 by 14, that gives me play if I'm not 100% on center, and then also it creates a bigger plate for weight disbursement. That's my thought process behind that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure 14 inches, 14 inches, 14 inches, 14 inches, and I'm going to cut the 21-inch cut because that would be faster. According to the specs on my plasma cutter, I should be good to 5/8. And then if I wanted to go higher than 5/8, they say expect a severance cut, which I assume that just means sloppy. So let me take my measurements, and maybe I'll get some cutting done today. Ouch. So this plate right here, that section would be 10 by 14. So, alright, we're back in black. It's about 92 degrees out with a mild breeze. When I pulled up, I had a welcoming committee of donkeys in my driveway. the no trespassing sign and ropes were knocked down, and the only thing that was in the dirt were donkey tracks. So apparently the donkey's just running wild. You can hear him yelling over there. Where is he? I don't see him. So today trip, or today's mission, or this weekend's mission, is to plant the mailbox. I figure once I plant the mailbox, I have arrived. Like when we landed on the moon, we planted the flag. I'm planting my mailbox. And then the postman's gonna have to bring my bills, which they're not gonna come up here because it's that road is extremely hazardous to them. So basically, what's gonna happen is they're gonna have to give me a box, I guess, in town where the people of the area go to pick up their mail. So we'll see what happens. I had to go to the post office and talk to the post personnel, and they made me fill out a card, and they said they would give me a call and get back to me tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is today, which is Saturday, and I guarantee you nobody at the post office is working on a Saturday. And I haven't got a phone call yet, and I don't think I'm going to get a phone call. So we'll see what that entails. So on the machine, what I'm going to do today, or actually later on tonight, I'm going to do it in the dark, I believe. I'm not gonna get too crazy and walk in there because I don't know if there's any rattlesnakes under there, but I don't see anything here. I stand on this big biscuit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish what I started there, and I'm gonna cut that off. I bought my welding blankets, so I'm gonna place the welding blankets around the area here to funnel the sparks and stuff down into the middle of the dirt there. This way there's less of a chance, or no chance, of me starting a fire, which I would not like to do at all. We have this saying at work is don't be that guy. You know, you always hear the horror story of somebody doing something stupid, and then he gets his name splattered all over the break room, lambasted and poked at, right? And they're like, well, don't be that guy. So I don't want to be the guy that sets the ground ablaze. I've done that a few times at my palace in Idaho in the grass, and I did it during the day, and then all of a sudden you smell it, but it's like you can't see it because it's too bright, and then the next thing you know, it's like, uh-oh, it's too big, and then you're running with a garden hose spraying everything down. I don't have a garden hose up here, so I got my fire can. It's probably got maybe 2 gallons of water in it, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I think I'm going to be very diligent on the safety, and there shouldn't be any issues whatsoever. So in the meantime, I picked up another 5 gallons of Go Juice for the beast, and I'm going to top it up and carry on. I'm thinking I might even put on my shorts here and take a siesta. Wait for the sun to get on that side of the globe, because it's no need to get more sunburn. My back pretty much peeled up pretty good because I'm a dumbass. I ran out of t-shirts, and I'm not interested in doing that again. So I might just lay down and take a siesta. Wait for the sun to set a little bit, and then cut that bracket off. So, all right, I'll see you in a few. So I put the camera on backwards on the tripod. Yes, I did. I did. Look, I did. Don't believe me? Look, I did. All right. Try that again. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right. So I opted not to put on my shorts and take a siesta because I forgot that I have to plant my mailbox. I feel like John Glenn, Buzz Aldrin on the surface of the moon. Looks like the surface of the moon, right? And I'm going to plant my flag into the moon, which is actually my mailbox, into my property. So the postman can piss and moan that he's not coming because the road is too rough. Alright, so I had to get the 2 shovels out of the beast, and I opened the door and I looked down, and there was a bunch of twigs stacked up inside the cab. Now I know I didn't put any twigs in the cab, and I looked a little closer, and there were mouse turds. Turds. That's right, I said it. Mouse turds. So there are mouse turds in my cab. So I guess I'm going to have to fix that plate that leaves a big hole, and then seal up the other holes, because I'm not interested in mouse turds or mice in my cab. Also, I think I noticed that white pole is off. What the hell is that about? So, last time I was up here, I found that pole is somewhat in line with the property line, and I stuck it back in the hole, and now the hole, yeah, there's nothing crawling in and out of there. I wonder if them donkeys thought it was a scratching post and they decided to lean up against it and knock it back down. No mouse in it. So, let's see what happens to that pole the next time. I might have to put up a game camera and catch the culprit. I am sweating. It is hot. Hot, I tell you, hot. It's like moon hot. Alright, okay, so here is the driveway, the entrance, and I believe my property line, right? So now the post office trucks. Oh, watch out for the rock. Learn to walk today. Look at that. That's a get a call OSHA. So the post office trucks, right, are right-hand drive, and the post office dude comes and drives up, puts the mail in on the right side. But in this situation, he's either going to have to back out, right, or make a U-turn. And there's not enough room here to make a U-turn. And I'm not going to widen it any at all. I want it tight. So you can't back out, just in case I have to open up with a Gatling gun on you. You won't be able to make a U-turn. you'll have to back out, which puts you in a precarious position. So I'm thinking I'm going to put the mailbox on the left side, because this way the postman will have to make his U-turn down there and then back in. But I guarantee you that the post office postman, I say postwoman, post person, post it, post them, or whatever, will not back up to put the mail in. And then if I put the mail on the left side, that means when I pull up, I should be able to just roll the window down on the bed, no breakfast, stick my hand out, open the door, and grab my mail if I put it on the left side. If I put it on the right side, that means I got to get out of the truck to get my mail. And I don't know if I want to get out of the truck, because I could be lazy. But I'm going to contemplate that for a few minutes here. I'm going to put the camera down, go get me a beverage because I'm thirsty. My lips are parched. And I will think about what I'm going to do. Then again, I don't know, that's a pretty rocky rock right there. If I put the mailbox there, that's a big rock. If I put the mailbox over there, they look like little rocks. So I don't know what kind of nugget or biscuit I'm going to dig up. My dilemma. Anyway, I'm putting the camera down. I'm going to get a beverage. See you in a few. Hi ho. Off to work I go. Hi ho. Alright, I've decided I'm going to put it on the left side. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on the left side. So I wanted to go 2 feet deep at least, because I made the pole extra long so to be higher, but then maybe that's like 1 foot, if that much, and the sweat is running into my eyes and it's burning. Little manual labor. Alright. Yep, that's gonna have to go twice as deep. Let's hope I stop hitting rock. Nope. There's a biscuit. There's a biscuit. clouds, huh? That was it. A couple seconds of cloud. It's just straight solar radiation. Ouch. Come on. All right, so maybe like 6 minutes into it, that GoPro battery gave up the ghost, and so I missed most of me hacking away at the biscuits and pulling them out. The deepest I could get was 2 feet, foot shorter than I wanted, but that's as good as it's gonna get. Now that's one sexy mailbox. Look how high it is. Yeah. If it becomes an issue and the postman actually says he's going to come up here and deliver the mail, and the mailbox doesn't meet, I'm sure there's some regulation, right? The mailbox has to be a certain height, certain distance from the road, and all that other crap, I bet. If that's the way it is and I have to move it, well, I'll dig it back up and I'll move it. The other issue that I think is going to arise is that I think the donkeys are going to knock it over. I think they're going to use it for scratch and post. So this whole thing might have been a lesson in futility. I might actually have to cut the post and go buy a bag of concrete and concrete it in place. But for the time being, I have a mailbox. Look at that. Gun metal gray. Let's see, so, and then so from the distance, I don't know, can you see the flag? From that distance, can you see that flag? Come pick up my mail, boy. Yeah. That is one sexy mailbox. Excellent. I'm contented with my progress But I'm a ball of water, and I think it is time to put on a pair of shorts and take a siesta. See you in a few.